Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to have a first impressions and a kind of a wear test. Maybelline New York Superstay 24-hour foundation. I hear this was out long ago. I didn't try it back then, but this is a new formulation and it now comes with a pump instead of just a pour top like most of their other foundations. And we also have the Maybelline Face Studio blender. It's not in here right now because I have wet it. But here's what the packaging looks like. So we're going to try both of those out in combination today and see how we like them. Let's go ahead and get started. Alright, we're going to go ahead and get ready to apply it. And I have already moisturized and primed. And I have the sponge here wet. And the shade that I have in the foundation is 110 Porcelain. And the claims on the back are that it's a full coverage foundation, up to 24-hour wear, seamless matte finish, breathable and comfortable, fade and transfer resistant, oil free, doesn't clog pores. So let's see. I won't be wearing it for 24 hours, but I do have some errands to run. So we are going to go throughout our day wearing it, and I'll come back this evening once I return home and check in with you guys and let you know my final thoughts. And it does have a nice pump on it, which is new for Maybelline foundations. None of them I've tried so far have a pump, so that was a nice change. I'm going to start out with just one pump. To be honest, it's a weird texture to it. It's not as soft as like a beauty blender or the L'Oreal sponges. I'm gonna try using this end of it instead of the bottom. A little more. It definitely is full coverage, but like I said, I think I got a little too light of a shade, but we'll go ahead and bronze up to make it look a little better. And it is kind of sticking to dry patches I have on my nose, which I was afraid of because it is a matte foundation. But other than that, the finish looks great. It definitely is full coverage. The only problems I'm seeing is around my nose. Let me see if I can put just a little more there. Foundation doesn't like to stick to my nose really very well, especially when it's dry, but what we'll do is I'll put my Tarte Shape Tape on it just like I normally do. I'm going to go ahead and try the sponge with my Shape Tape as well. I'm a little afraid to be honest, because it is a tough sponge, but let's see. Hope it blends it out. It has this nice point to it. I just wish it were a little softer. Not bad. Alright, now let's see down the nose. Still kind of cleaning the dry patches, which you probably can't see on camera, but nowhere near as bad as it was. The concealer definitely helped to cover up the redness that was peeking through because of how it was clean there. feels really nice. It doesn't feel like you really have to set it, but since I'm going to go in with powder, bronzer, contour, blush, and all of that, I am going to set it just lightly. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and finish up the rest of my face, and then I'll be back. Alright guys, I am back, and here's what it looks like with the rest of my makeup on. Everything laid on top of it really nicely. I really do like the finish. It's matte, but it's not that dry, cakey, real tight feeling matte, kind of like the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. I love that one, but it kind of gives that tightening sensation to your skin, whereas this one doesn't do that as much. It feels like you're wearing nothing. I mean, I don't feel it at all. It doesn't feel cakey, doesn't feel too dry, even though I have dry skin. The only thing I didn't like about it so far is how it does cling to dry patches on my nose, but in the winter time I get really dry skin, so most foundations do that, so it's not that big of a deal for me. It's something that most do. Now, the sponge, it's not soft enough for me. I don't think I'll be using it. I wish it was softer because I really do like this flat edge here and how it comes to a point, because it makes it really easy to get your concealer on under your eye, but it's just not, it doesn't have enough give for me. It doesn't have that nice soft texture like my L'Oreal sponge does. Like, even squeezing the two, this one's much stiffer than the L'Oreal sponge. I'm sad that I didn't end up liking this because I was looking for a new affordable sponge, but it looks like for now I'll stick with my Real Techniques and L'Oreal for the affordable sponge options. Maybe they'll come out with other sponges and one of them will be softer, because I know that most of the time once the brand comes out with one, they do come out with more later. So I'll be hoping for that. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and run to the mall and run to Walmart, do some grocery shopping and a few things I have to do today. And I'll come back this evening once I return home and do a check-in with you guys and give you my final thoughts on how it wore and how it looks at the end of the day. Alright guys, I'm back for my final check-in. It's now about 7 o'clock. I originally did this around 11 a.m. so it's been about 8 hours, I would say. So around about 8 hours. I did go to the mall, run to a couple stores. I don't know what I was thinking going to the mall this time of year, especially wearing this hot sweater. It was so many people in there and so hot, I was sweating, but the foundation lasted very well. I'm very impressed with it. It's a little bit shiny through here, but not too bad. I didn't touch up or powder or blot or anything throughout the day, and it's not too bad at all. The only thing is I have a little bit of kind of like, I guess you could call it a cakiness that you'll get on the side of your nostrils a lot of times after wearing a foundation for quite a while. That's where I get a little oily there, so it kind of does that, but it didn't wear off at all on my nose or anything like a lot of foundations do when I sweat. And I mean, the finish still looks great. I don't see any rubbing off anywhere, and I even went out to eat and everything's looking good as far as the foundation goes. So I am very impressed. I think this will be something that I'll use in my everyday routine. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to hit subscribe before you leave. Hop on over to my Instagram. I do have a giveaway going on right now. That's pretty awesome. As always, thanks for watching, guys. Bye.